go ahead and get started. All you need is yourself and a mat. And we're going to start at the very end of our mat forming. So let's have our feet about hip distance apart. And then we're going to bend the knees, bring our arms down by our side, and then bring them up and bring our chest up to the ceiling, that little bit of a back bend. And again, we come down for 2. And there's really no right or wrong way of doing this, guys. We're just trying to get that body warmed up a little bit. Good. And last one for me. We go ahead, come down for 2. Come all the way up. And then bring that spine straight. Lower the arms down. Bring the chin into the chest, the belly button into the spine. Rolling down. Let those arms dangle for me. Let the shoulders relax down. Let's go ahead and nod the head, yes. Shake it, no. Relaxing that neck. And then roll up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll those shoulders back. We're going to do that once more. Chin into the chest. Belly button into the spine. Rolling down for me. Good. And then from here, again, nodding the head, yes. Shaking it, no. And then roll all the way back up. Building that spine like building blocks. Head, neck, shoulders. And relax those shoulders back and down. Good. Go ahead, let's bring our arms into genie arms. Cross one ankle over the other for that Pilates sit down as we bend the knees and come on down. Or come on down however you can, guys. It's always a bit further than you think, right? Let's separate those feet shoulder distance apart. And then let's just relax our upper body over those legs for me. So I'm going to get you to tap into that Pilates breath. So I want you to think about really that 3D breathing. We're breathing into the back of the ribs, into the side of the ribs. So inhale through the nose like we're smelling the roses, and then exhale through pursed lips like we're blowing out candles. And again, take a nice deep breath in, and exhale. Let that breath go. And last one, take a nice deep breath in, and let that breath go. Good. From here, coming all the way up, bring those feet a little bit narrower together, still about sit bone distance apart. And we're going to hold on to the back of those hamstrings. From here, I want you to round that spine and bring your forehead down toward your knees. So we're rounding that spine, scooping that belly, and then we're going to round ourselves back. So lever ourselves back, extending those arms. We're still rounded in that spine. We're still scooped in that belly. And then we're going to exhale as we bring that forehead back to the knees for me. And again, we go ahead. Inhale through the nose as we come back. Exhale through pursed lips as we come forward. Last one like this for me. Getting that breath warmed up to that motion. And exhale, blow out those candles as we come all the way up. Build that spine up, free the arms for me. Relax our shoulders back and down. We take a nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, we scoop and we round down. Pause here. And then as we exhale, we build that spine all the way back up. Inhale to prepare, exhale, scooping down. So if I were to see you from the side, would you be a capital C shape in that spine? Good. Last one for me. We're going to stay scooped down. From here, right arm comes down to the mat, left arm comes up, and we switch those arms as we switch, 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 switch. Now notice how my arms are only going up as far as my spine can stay rounded. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring our arms level and exhale, come all the way up. Gorgeous. Relax our legs, extend our legs out for me, and we're going to reach over those legs. So we're thinking about someone's put a seatbelt on you and you're rolling over that seatbelt. Good. We roll back down, squeezing those glutes for 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the arms, keep our ribs melted down. Inhale as our arms come up. Exhale, again we're blowing out through that imaginary straw. Inhaling, smelling the roses. Good. And reach, make sure our shoulders stay out of our ears. Inhale as our arms come up. Exhale as we dive over. Rolling back down for 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, inhale as our arms come up. Exhale as we come over. Rolling back down for 4, 3, 2, 1. Gorgeous. Bring our arms down by our side. From here, let's lift our right leg up about an inch up off the floor, keeping our hips nice and level. We point the toes as we lift up, and we flex the foot as we lower down. So can we keep our hands onto our hips? And it really gives us that tactile feedback, whether that pelvis is staying square to the ceiling. We have 4, and flex to lower, and 3, and 2 more. And last one for me, bend that leg, hug that knee in for me. Good, we're going to go ahead, we circle that ankle in one direction, and then we circle that ankle in the other direction. And then I want you to do the exact same thing, but from the hip joint. So I'm going to get you to help circle that leg in one direction, really coming from that hip. Good, and changing directions. Good, trying to keep everything else in that body somewhat still. And then come to a still. Go ahead, bring that left hand to the outside of our right knee for me. And we're just going to come into a little spinal stretch as we bring that leg over towards that left side for me. And if it feels good to look over that shoulder to that right side, go ahead and do so. If you prefer looking up towards the sky, that works too. Come back through center for me. And then let's go ahead, let's bend our left leg and bring our right ankle onto that left knee for me, into that little figure 4 stretch. So let's walk that left heel in towards the bum. Let's bring our fingertips up towards the ceiling. Relax those shoulders down. Take a nice deep breath in, and as we exhale, we peel the bum as we lift up into that one-legged bridge and melting back down. But we're getting a little stretch at the same time. Peeling as we lift up for me, and melting all the way back down. And again, 4 more, and 4, and lowering down. Trying to keep those hips level again, guys. 3. If you had 2 beams of light, the beams of light will be shining up directly to the ceiling. And 2. Last one, can we stay lifted for me? Stay here. Can we peel and lift that heel up off the floor and slowly control it back down? Can we lift it up? And can we lower down? And we have 3, and controlling it down, and 2 more, keeping those beams of light to the ceiling. 1 more, and melt all the way back down for me. Good. Go ahead and cross the legs, extend them nice and long for me. Let's lift our left leg up a couple of inches up off the floor. Hands onto our hips to make sure we're staying level. And we point as we lift the leg up and flex to lower down. Good. We point to lift and we flex to lower. Can we flex and drive the heel of our right foot, our supporting leg, into the floor? And that just helps anchor us a little bit more. We have 2 more, and flex to lower. And the last one, stay here. Hug the knee in, and we can just relax that supporting foot. Circle our ankle in one direction, and circle our ankle in the other direction for me. And then go ahead, circle into that hip joint for me. Good, for 3, and 2, keeping relaxing that upper body, and 1, and other direction for me, for 3, and 2, and 1. Good. From here, bending our right leg, bringing our left heel on for me. Fingertips are up to the ceiling. Take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we lift those hips to the sky and we control back down for me. And again, lifting up, keep those ribs melted down. And as we lower, resist gravity on the way down. We have 3 more, and 3, and melting back down. And 2 more, and lowering down, and last one for me, stay lifted, relax the shoulders, we lift our right heel up and massage it down. Again, we have 4, control down, and 3, good, and 2, and last one for me, and lower everything down. Gorgeous. Go ahead, extend both legs nice and long as we bring our hand onto the outside of our left leg for me. We better do that other side for the stretch, haven't we, guys? Good, so again, you can look up towards the ceiling or you can look over that opposite shoulder. Good, breathing here. And then go ahead, come back through center. Extend that leg to the floor. Good. We're going to go ahead as we reach our arms overhead again. This time, we're going to take a nice deep breath in, palms facing up to the ceiling. And we're just going to curl up and over just to about that rib bottom of that rib cage. And then we lower all the way back down for me. And again, inhale to prepare, exhale, blowing out those candles. Good. And last one, getting up a little bit higher, a little bit more scooped. We stay here and we start pumping from those shoulders. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Belly button is into the spine, almost like quicksand is sinking down. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you need to go ahead and support your neck with one hand, feel free, just keep pumping with that one arm. Good. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last 10, 2, 3, 4, 5, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pause. Lower all the way down, reaching the arms overhead. And whilst we're here, go ahead, grab hold of your right wrist, and we're just going to pull it over to that left side for me. Good. Don't worry if your ribs flare, don't worry if your back comes up off the ground a little bit. Just have that stretch. Come back through center, holding on to our left wrist, pulling ourselves up and over for me. Good. Breathing here and back through center. And then from here, let's transition up to a seated position. Make sure those ribs are melted down, biceps are in line with our ears. Inhale as our arms come up. Exhale, dive over those legs, sitting up nice and tall. Relax our shoulders back and down. We take a nice deep breath in as we build that spine. Exhale as we round forward and scoop that abdomen. And inhale as we grow nice and tall for me. Exhale as we reach forward. Again, that seatbelt is on, but we're reaching our fingertips forward. And build that spine on an inhale. And last one, scooping forward for me. Can we round that spine? Can we scoop that abdomen? Sitting up nice and tall for me. Bring our hands across our chest. Taking a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, rotate to the right side and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back through center. Inhale and exhale to the left and pulse. 4, 3, 2, 1. And back through center. Inhale and exhale to the right, and 3, 2, 1, and center. Last one, still sitting nice and tall. 3, 2, 1, and back through center. Good. Bringing our arms into a T. Go ahead, open our legs about mat distance, flexing those feet. Rotate to the right side, soar off our baby toe with our pinky, grounding down that opposite glute. Come all the way up and back through center. Inhale and exhale. Soar off that baby toe. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up and center. One more each side. Rotate and hinge over. Trying to get that ear to the knee. Good. And come all the way up and center. Last one. Rotate and soar. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way up and center. Bring the legs together. Relax. I'm just going to bend those knees slightly and bring the feet into the floor. We're going to circle those arms forward. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse that circle. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's chop the pinkies to the back wall. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms back and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms down, circle forward. Yes, sitting up as tall as we possibly can for me. And then go ahead and reverse that circle. 4, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop back and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms back and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Palms down, circle forward. Who knew that your arms could feel so heavy, right, guys? Good, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, reverse, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, chop back, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and palms back, pulse back, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, palms down. Relax those arms down, hugging our right knee in towards us. Really using that right leg to sit up nice and tall. Our left leg is nice and long. We're going to lift that left leg up and lower it down. So you might feel that you're only lifting like just a tiny, tiny bit. And that is okay, guys. I want you to really use that active sitting for me. So we're really switching those lower abdomen muscles on. We have 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last one, can we stay lifted? Can the leg come out a couple of inches and back? Yes, that involuntary shake's going to come, guys. And 4. Sitting up tall, pull that leg towards you. 3. And 2. And 1. Back through center, lower down. Switch the legs over. Again, can we sit up tall? Imagine your spine is against a wall. We go ahead, we lift the leg and we lower. Can we keep those beams of light that we were talking about now shining towards the wall in front of us? Especially when we move on to that next little move of bringing our leg to the side. We have 3 and 2. Last one, stay lifted. Come out a bit and in and out a bit and in. So those hips, are they still facing forward? We have 3 and 2. And last one, and lower down. Extend those legs nice and long. Reach over those legs and roll down for 4. Squeeze the glutes. 3, 2, 1. And relax the arms down for me. So good. Let's roll onto your right side. So we're going to have the back of our back on the back of the mat for me. We're going to extend that arm and use that hand as a little pillow for me. And those legs are going to be stacked on that diagonal. Nice and exposed throat so we're not crunched in, and hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked. Let's go ahead, let's lift that top leg up just to about hip height and lower back down. Can we point on the way up and flex on the way down as we lift and flex to lower, and we have 5, flex on the way down, 4 and lowering down, 3 more, good. And 2, the calm before the storm, right? And 1, stay lifted. Can we pulse up? So don't think about bouncing into that move. Think about really small, precise little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, can we bend that knee into the chest? And can we push that flexed foot away? Can we bend the knee into the chest? And can we push that leg away? We have 4 and pushing it away, and 3, still keeping that leg parallel for me. 2 more at the moment. And last one for me. And this time, as we come into the chest, instead of coming into the chest, we're angling down towards the floor. So you see how we're internally rotated here. Heels up towards that diagonal, knees down towards that floor. We're pushing back on the diagonal and we're bringing that knee to the floor in front of us. We're pushing back and we're bringing it and tapping. And we have 4, good, and 3, and bringing it back down, and 2 more. And last one for me, lower the leg down, back into parallel, point the toes and circle forward for 10, 9, nice and controlled, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and reverse, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower that leg down. Give that good little pat for me. Rolling onto your tummy. Arms are going to be nice and long like Superman. Legs are going to be nice and long like Superman. Both are going to be about shoulder distance apart. Neck is nice and long. We lift our right arm and our left leg up for me and lower them both down. And again, opposite side, left arm, right leg and lower. Alternating sides for me, guys. Keeping nice and long in that spine and that neck. Thinking about pubic bone being pressed down whilst lifting that belly button up. Good. And again. And we have 6 and lower and 5. Not worrying about how high we can get. Thinking about how long we can get. Good. 4 more. And 3 and 2. And last one. Go ahead, stay lifted with whichever is up. So my right arm, my left leg. We're going to switch for me as we switch. Switch, switch, switch out. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower both arms and legs down for me. Go ahead, send ourselves back into that rest position for me. Pressing those palms down and then rolling up. And we're going to swing ourselves around. So we're going to come on to that second side. So again, lining my back up with the back of the mat for me. Legs are stacked on that diagonal. Hips are stacked. Shoulders are stacked. We go ahead. We point as we lift the leg to hip height. And we flex to lower. Good. We point to lift. And we flex to lower. And we have 6. Good. And 5. And if we're getting fancy with our feet, we can point on the way up and flex on the way down. But guys, you can by all means just keep with whatever works for you. 2. And last one, stay here. Can we pulse up to the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can we stay here? Can we bring the knee in towards our chest? With a flex foot, we push away. We draw the knee in and we push away. And we have 4. And pushing the sole away. And 3. And bringing it away. And 2 more. And then we're going to internally rotate. Last one for me. And then we're going to bring that knee in. We go ahead, internally rotate, tapping down to the floor, sole up to that diagonal, and pushing back. So we're almost coming back to that corner of the wall. Good, where our ceiling and our wall meet. Good. And we have 4. Good. And 3. Still keeping our hips and our shoulders stacked. And 2. And last one for me. Good. Extend that leg out nice and long. We go ahead, point the toes and circle forward for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lower down. Gorgeous. Go ahead, roll back onto that tummy for me. This time, our elbows are going to be directly underneath of our forearms. We're pushing, elbows are directly underneath of our shoulders, sorry. Forearms are onto that mat, pushing away. So our thinking about lifting our belly button up off the mat, and we're pushing down through the top of those thighs and that pubic bone. Relax our shoulders down. Legs are nice and parallel. We lift up our right leg and draw the heel to the bum. And then we go ahead and we switch. We switch, 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 switch. So we're trying to keep the body nice and still while those legs are passing like ships in the night. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reach the legs long. Lower back down. Bring our left facial cheek to the floor. Holding on, interlacing our hands behind our back for me. And then we're going to go ahead, squeeze our legs together, push our pubic bone down, lift our belly button up. We're going to bend both knees and draw our heels to our bum for 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs, swan that chest up through center deliberately, and lower everything down to that right facial cheek. Bend the knees and pulse for 3, 2, 1. Extend the legs, pull on the hands, coming up like a dart. Neck is still neutral and lowering back down again for 3, 2, 1. Extend and pull ourselves back. Those shoulders are getting a nice stretch and lowering down. And last one, we bend and kick for 3, 2, 1. Extend, pull on those hands. bring ourselves up for me and come down through neutral. Good. From here, we're bringing our elbows underneath of those shoulders again. We're coming up onto those knees. So those knees are going to be shoulder distance apart for me. We're thinking about everything staying nice and stacked. Our back being nice and flat from our tailbone to the crown of our head. Relax our shoulders back and down. We go ahead, we take a nice deep breath in, and we exhale, lift our right leg up towards like the side, like a little hydrant, and lower it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale to lower, and we have 3. Good. And 2. That breath, connecting it with the movement. 1, and lower down. Go ahead, flex the foot, donkey kick that sole to the ceiling, and scrape that knee to the floor. Donkey kick to the ceiling, and lower it down to the floor. And 2 more. Good. And last one, stay lifted and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and sit ourselves back in that rest position. Press the palms down actively into that mat for me, so we're getting that nice stretch in the back of the arms, down the side of the back for me. And then let's go ahead and come back into that second side. So again, elbows are underneath of our shoulders. From here, knees are hip distance apart. Take a nice inhale through our nose, and we exhale as we lift our left leg to the side like a little hydrant. And inhale to lower. Exhaling to lift. Inhaling to lower. Again, we have 3. And 2. And last one for me. And lower. Flex that left foot. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, donkey kick to the ceiling. And lower back down. Again, we donkey kick to the ceiling. And lower back down. And we have 3. And bring it down. And 2 more. Good. Last one, stay lifted and pulse to the sky for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Again, send ourselves back into that rest position for me. And then we're just going to come on into that angry cat position. So our hands are directly underneath our shoulders, our knees are hip distance apart underneath of our hips. We tuck our tail around our lower back, mid back, upper back, chin, looking to that navel for me, and untucking from our tailbone all the way to the crown of the head, looking forward for me, and again we tuck and we round, looking towards that navel, and then we untuck from that tailbone, looking to the wall ahead, pushing our shoulders away, bring our spine into neutral for me. Go ahead, step our feet back, or come down to our knees, and we're going to come onto 3 push-ups. Inhaling to lower, exhaling to lift. Inhaling to lower, exhaling to lift. Looking towards the end of the mat for me. And go ahead, walk our feet to our hands for 3, 2, 1. Rolling up slowly for 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go ahead and face towards you, but you can face wherever you have space. Let's lift our arms up towards the sky. Hold on to our right wrist as we come over to the left side. Come down around for me. And getting that nice little bit of a rotation in that spine. Again, pulling our arm up and over. Come down and around. Come all the way up for me. And switch the grip. So we're holding on to our left wrist, pulling it up and over to the right side, grounding down that opposite foot for me for balance. And come all the way up. And last one, we come over and down and around, all the way up for me. Go ahead, bring our arms down, walk our feet underneath of our hips, shrug our shoulders to our ears and roll them back. Shoulders to the ears and roll back. And last one, shoulders to the ears. Squeeze back together, slide down, and those words you've been looking for, you my darlings, are all done. Fabulous job, and I will see you next time.